I've been a student of Lean for almost 30 years now. What is Lean? Lean's doing more with less, basically, to make it very simple. It's not that we want less because we can't afford more. We want as little as possible in the way of getting things done. This is what Toyota understood so well. They started because they had constraint. They discovered that they actually had opportunity. And so as you consider this new office, consider that that actually becomes an opportunity for you. So what are the 3 Lean principles and tools that we should discuss here? The first one is elimination of waste. So there's waste, physical waste, and there's time waste. We'll show you those elements. The next one is to prevent mistakes. Process simplification is important. So you have new employees, you need to help them be able to understand your system. That goes back to the simplification that we talked about before in creating the system design. And then you want to continuously improve that. So waste. How do we go ahead and talk about waste? What is waste in dentistry? Waste is adding time or resources to anything without adding value to the finished product. And by value we mean, what are the things that are necessary or we consider necessary in a process, but that the patient has no interest in paying for? So any what's called a non-value added step is something that you want to reduce the time of or simplify or automate, because the customer is never going to pay you for it. I'm going to give you an example that you won't like, but sterilization is a non-value added step. It's incredibly important. It's requisite. But if you try to go ahead and put on the bill, well, here's $12 because I autoclaved your instruments, that's not going to work. And so we need to go ahead and make that process be as efficient, safe, secure, and fast as it possibly can be. So these are the 8 kinds of waste. I'm not going to talk about all of them, but there are certain ones that are important that we encounter all the time that you do not need to waste time, money, or effort on. The first one being inventory waste. Having inventory in 10 rooms where it's all going, out of date, and you don't have any idea what's in every room. I guarantee if you have 10 rooms and you try to stock them fully in drawers that you can't see, you're going to have inventory waste. And you're going to have time waste in setting those drawers up. I mean, the second thing is waiting room waste, and just waiting waste in general. No patient pays you for sitting in your waiting room. No patient pays you for taking longer to do a treatment procedure. No patient pays you to stand at the front desk and wait for a bill. So we want to eliminate those things. Transportation waste is the next thing. Transportation waste is any time you have a go and get. Anytime you've got a patient that needs to be brought from here to there and then back. Anytime that you've got to bring things from sterilization to the lab and then back, and that's a long distance. Those are all transportation wastes. And then there's a waste of motion that's somewhat related to transportation waste, but on a smaller level. So those treatment rooms that we talked about, where you have things all over the room, do a video of yourself during the procedure. It's been shown that the average dentist spends no more than 7 to 10% of the total time in the actual procedure. The rest of the time is waste of motion, transportation waste, and waiting. But I think the most important of all these types of waste is underutilized people. We have talented people that want to achieve, and we stifle their growth. And a good reason that we stifle their growth is because we don't make it easy for them to learn a system and then ascend in the system. And if you've got people that won't ascend, then you've got to get new people. But most people want to, and we just make it too difficult for them to do that. That's the biggest waste.